Creativity is a monster. Oh, it'll wake you up in the middle of the night. People will steal your creativity so they can make money for themselves. It's that one thing that you're born with and you're going to die with, but it's also that one thing that you can rely on when you need something the most. And it's going to require that creativity to get it. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. We all have those days where you're just in a mood. Your normal routine is just not in formation. See, it's things like this that really do open up my eyes to who is the real artist here. Because when I don't have formation in my day because of a normal routine, then the creature of habit begins to react. And when I do feel that it's right, I'm able to embrace all places of change. But when something doesn't feel right, I'm probably just like you, we react. And too much time is spent trying to get back onto the horse. Now, here's the thing. If it's a successful attempt, you're still not going to get the time back. And because I'm such a clock watcher, the mind doesn't rest once awake. I mean, everything has got to be laid out to be played out. Until the moment it arrives, it removes you from your normal routine. And moving through that mess puts dirt on the floor of recovery. The mind slips and slides while the heart takes note of how little time is left to be creative. In a mood, one that seems to be holding on. And there are no mirrors to check its identity. Only a writing instrument painting word stains inside a book. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, and it's identifying that change in the mood and the mindset that helps you get to know who the inner core artist is, that person that you are trying to be in that moment of now. And sometimes you don't show up. You try your hardest that this is who I'm going to be today, and it's like you didn't make it. And it's because we got out of our normal routine. We are creatures of habit, and that's what the Daily Mess is all about, in the way of saying, hey, look, let's be truth-filled and transparent on this page, and let's deal with it. Because if we don't, it's going to happen again and again and again. This is the Daily Mess. That feeling of being blocked in. You been there? Where you just feel like, I can't move. I'm just blocked in. There's nowhere to turn. You can't move forward. You can't move backwards. It's like these invisible walls just keep moving, not outward. They keep moving closer and closer, and your mind wants to collapse. Your sky carries no color. The ideas are almost nothing, which makes writing or just being creative a greater challenge. So the choice is to write about the ideas, having that feeling of being blocked, where nothing even moves. The edge of the universe is where you think you stand. Darkness meeting light. Sight with no sound. Only the voices in your head, with no volume switch to release anything out into the world, because you've got that feeling of being blocked. And so is your personal, real, authentic voice. If the inner core could only speak. You've bumped into people that have said that, right? If you only knew what was moving through my head, okay? You set it up. I do want to know. Let me hear it. But, I mean, I wish there was a speaker so that we could hear how other people think. When you get into those moments where you feel like you're being blocked, but you're not being blacked out. You're still present. Your image is there. Your footprint is there. But you got that feeling of your shadow no longer following you. It's too easy to ask why. I'll make up an answer, and I'll base it on truth. I'm blocked in, and I can't get out. Been there? How do you get out? What do? Do you write? Do you go take your bad energy and give it to somebody else? You know, we've done that with coworkers where it's like you're not feeling too good, so you go hang out with somebody, and then you just transfer the bad power to them, and then all of a sudden your Debbie Downer moment isn't with you. You gave it away. But what would happen if you went face to face with your own moment of being blocked, but not blacked out? Blocked, but not blacked out. Two different things. You feel like you're just so tight, and it affects your mood. And it's really because your normal routine is just shot. That's what happens, is that you're all of a sudden doing something different because as a creature of habit, you have to sit there and go, or it's going to go, Bleh. So when the walls are coming in, I use writing as a tool to get myself out. And when it's difficult, then I write about being blocked in, but not blacked out. I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.